This video is about the crime of human trafficking in the state of Alabama. Human trafficking is one of the most serious crimes to be charged with in the state. What is it? Well, there's two different levels of human trafficking. The first is human trafficking in the first degree, which involves knowingly subjecting somebody to forced labor or sexual servitude. Second degree human trafficking means that somebody is benefiting from such exploitations. Now, if a minor is involved, the charge becomes even more severe because the law then doesn't require proof of force or fraud or coercion in such cases. A conviction for human trafficking in the first degree carries a mandatory life sentence. So, somebody who is charged with human trafficking in first degree, they're playing about as high stakes poker as they can. Fortunately, there are potential defenses for this crime or these crimes, and so let me talk briefly about some of them. And I want you to understand that the few defenses I'm talking about here, they're not exhaustive. This doesn't mean that these are the only defenses, but they're kind of the three biggies that come to mind for me at least. So if you're charged with human trafficking, there are several defenses, and those of course depend on the circumstance of the case, and these defenses, as I've said, are not exclusive. So the first would be lack of knowledge, that is, lack of intent. So if the prosecution cannot prove that the person knowingly engaged in human trafficking, that can be a defense. Another one is basic false accusations. Sometimes accusations may arise from misunderstandings, they might be from personal conflicts, they might be even mistaken identity. So any of those things can be a defense. And of course, there's always constitutional violations that may have occurred. If the law enforcement agents violated somebody's constitutional rights, that is the accused constitutional rights, during the investigation, perhaps they conducted an unlawful search, or they failed to provide appropriate legal counsel to the person, or some other legal mess up, then the evidence can be challenged. Given the severe consequences of a human trafficking conviction, it is vital that a person accused obtain a skilled criminal defense lawyer. You need somebody who has experience and somebody who can build a strong defense, and that's because, let's face it, being charged with human trafficking is potentially life-altering, and you want a lawyer who is understanding the relevant laws, the relevant issues, and who can explore and explain the legal process and defenses to you, which are, of course, essential in trying to get the best possible outcome for a charge like this. I'm attorney Andy Siegel. If you want to talk to us, give us a call. The phone number's below. I hope you find these videos to be helpful and informative. Thank you for watching.